Yo, what's up? It's your boy D2 Titans Only, and today I'm bringing you guys the Ultimate Assassin Hunter build that I got over 1300 kills with in Onslaught. This build is fast-paced, in your face, and so overpowered even a Titan main like me could use it. This build starts off with the Prismatic subclass and the Strand Super Silk Strike. Silk Stripe will help us generate a ton of orbs of power on any kills we get, along with building Transcendent energy and providing good general ad clear. For our abilities, we are going to be running Gambler's Dodge, Triple Jump, Combination Blow, and Grapple. Gambler's Dodge is going to fully recharge our Combination Blow anytime we use it, and Combination Blow is going to deliver a quick strike that temporarily increases our melee damage when defeating a target. Combination Blow also refills our Gambler's Dodge anytime we defeat a target with it. We can also pair this with a Grapple to sever targets and deal an area effect damage. Next, let's talk about the aspects we're going to be pairing with these abilities. The first one is Stylish Executioner, and the second one is Threaded Spectre. Stylish Executioner is going to grant us invisibility and true sight anytime we defeat a target with any elemental debuff. If you perform a Stylish Execution, your next melee attack while invisible will also weaken targets. And the aspect we're pairing this with, Threaded Spectre, is going to leave behind a decoy anytime we use our Gambler's Dodge. The decoy will attract enemies nearby and then eventually explode into a bunch of threadlings that seek out and attack nearby foes. This will help us stay alive and deal damage at the same time. Now let's talk about the fragments we were running. The first fragment we are running is the Facet of Ruin. The Facet of Ruin is going to increase the size and damage of the burst when you shatter a stasis crystal or a frozen target. It also increases the area effect of solar ignitions, which is what we are going to be using it for, and you'll see why later in the build. Since this build is melee focused, the next fragment we're running is the Facet of Blessing. The Facet of Blessing is going to allow our health to start regenerating anytime we get a melee final blow. If we are transcendent while we get melee final blows, our nearby allies will also get health regeneration. The third fragment we are running is going to keep us alive and in the fight. Since we are going to be surrounded by combatants all the time, we are going to be running the Facet of Protection. The Facet of Protection grants us resistance to incoming damage while we are surrounded, and its increased when we are transcendent. Our fourth fragment is going to be the Facet of Purpose. The Facet of Purpose is going to grant us Woven Mail anytime we pick up an Orb of Power. And the last fragment we were running is the Facet of Dawn. Powered melee hits against targets make you radiant, and powered melee final blows make you and nearby allies radiant. This is great for dealing with barrier champions and just improving your overall weapon damage. For weapon recommendations, I liked running Rip's Fury. This gun feels great, it's a lot of fun. In my secondary slot, I ran Sojourner's Tale with Heel Clip and Incandescent. Heel Clip and Incandescent is an insane combination, especially on a shotgun. You get up close and personal, you nuke everything, and you get to heal anytime you reload. So it's just absolutely nuts. And then for my heavy, I ran Dragon's Breath. It has an awesome perk called Composite Propellant. It allows rockets to embed themselves and struck targets, periodically injecting incendiary fuel that inflicts Scorch, and then when that Scorch keeps proccing, it ignites targets, which makes for a bunch of more big explosions, which is great for this build. But as always, weapons are hearsay. You can use whatever you want, whatever you feel like is good for the encounter, and just whatever fits your playstyle best. Now let's jump into our exotic armor. For our exotic armor, we want to be rocking the Hunter Cloak, the Relativism. For the specific roles on this build, you want to rock the Spirit of the Caliban and the Spirit of the Liar. The Spirit of the Caliban is going to allow our powered melee final blows trigger and ignition. Spirit of the Liar is going to allow any damage that we deal with our powered melee to be followed up with a powerful arc melee counterpunch. This pairs really well with our Combination Blow and Gambler's Dodge. This also works really well with Stylish Executioner, because anytime we get an empowered melee kill or an ignition kill, we will get invisibility and true sight. We will also be able to spam our Gambler's Dodge and our Combination Blow along with our Spirit of the Liar punch. The synergy with this Hunter Cloak and this Hunter build is unreal, and you guys will have a ton of fun using it. Now let's jump into our armor mods. For our armor mods on our class item, we're going to want to run Powerful Attraction, Distribution, and Outreach. For our leg armor mods, you want to run Double Insulation so that anytime we pick up an Orb of Power, it reduces our class ability cooldown, and better already, so that our health regenerates anytime we pick up an Orb of Power. As always, for your chest piece, just run whatever resistance fits the encounter you're running. For our gauntlets, we're going to be running Double Heavy-Handed and Firepower, so anytime we get a melee or grenade final blow, we are going to get an Orb of Power. And for our helmet, I opted for double hands-on so that any melee kill we get stacks our super energy even faster, and solar siphon so that any kills I got with my Sojourner's Tale would create an orb of power for me, and since it was my main gun that I used, I generated tons of orbs of power with it. Since this build is mostly based off of shotgun kills, melee kills, and basically ignitions, we really don't use a lot of artifact mods in it, but there are a couple artifact mods you want just to make sure you get the best bang for your buck. So for the artifact mods, use anti-barrier shotgun and authorized mods melee. This will allow us to deal with barrier champions with our shotgun, and it will allow us to buy our melee armor mods at a minuscule price. The general gameplay loop for this build is to proc infinite ignitions and invisibility by cycling your combination blow and gambler's dodge non-stop by utilizing the perks of the relativism. If you guys like this build and want to see more like it, click the video on your screen. Thanks for watching, and as always, peace!